Well, hello, 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 and welcome, sweet spirits. Thank you for finding us here. This is Invocation of Salem. My name is Melissa. I'm going to be your reader today, and hopefully you'll subscribe and come back, and I'll be one of your readers here permanently. But again, thank you for finding us here in Salem, Massachusetts. Which city? So it's only fitting that we bring you some spiritual messages, right? So let's get into business, Aquarius, okay? Because this is a pretty heavy time for us all. We've got a blue blood full lunar eclipse moon transit coming January 31st, 2018. And it's going to be a heavy hitter for us all. It's in Leo, so that's your opposite. That's your opposite sign. And it's going to hit you in your 7th house. So the 7th house is relationships, legally binding partnerships, contracts, things like that, you know. So what's going on for you? There may be some issues going on in that sector of your life. You may be feeling the pull towards that. You know, an eclipse energy is making you realize what things need to be kind of let go from our lives and things that we're wanting to bring in, you know. So are you feeling some sort of pull towards that, I wonder? You know, but either way, you know, this is a good time to focus, to really focus on this portal, this 1111 portal we want to walk into. If we want to, you know, what we want to walk into in our future. What's our future going to be like when we walk through this? What are we going to leave behind that's holding back the full potential of our future, right? So let's get right into the reading, because I'm curious to see where this is going to bring you, Aquarius. I'm using the Alice Tarot. And this is by Alex Yukoloff and Karen Mahoney. And it's bringing some really powerful messages so far, and it's just beautiful. You're going to love it, okay? Universe, Grail, Spirit, send me the messages. Great Mercury, Great Mind. Deliver messages to me regarding our brothers and sisters Aquarius for this blue moon energy, January 31st, 2018. What does Aquarius need to know for January 2018 Blue Moon Portal? Tell me spiritual messages from the universal all-in-one. What messages do you want to deliver to our brothers and sisters Aquarius? Okay, this is you here, Aquarius. Right now you're sitting in the position of the 4 of Coins. You're guarding yourself from someone, aren't you? Aquarius isn't a very emotional sign anyway, you know. They're not usually the touchy-feely type, you know. They're a little bit more sheltered emotionally, you know. Some people may say Aquarius is a little bit of a snow queen, you know, the Queen of Swords. That's only because they're ruled by their logic and their mind rather than their hearts or their loins. Right? So the 4 of Coins is being very conservative and being very withdrawn and almost into a protective mode. I don't want to budge. I'm not budging. I am not budging in this situation. This is where I stand. This is where I sit. And I'm really not interested in hearing, you know, your side or other sides. I'm pretty set in what I've decided, sort of energy, you know. And the coins is it can be a tangible energy. So this could be about something tangible in your life, something that you valued, you know, something that has value to you. And if we're talking about the 7th house specifically for Aquarius, we're talking about partnerships with others. So this could be a marriage partnership, a lover, a business partner, somebody that you felt was your life partner. It could be a sibling. It could be, you know, any close person to you. Okay. But I feel like you've set the foundations and the boundaries in your life, and you're sort of sticking to them, you know, like, don't cross my boundaries. Nope, don't cross my boundaries. Which Aquarius will get the sword out. Aquarius, we'll definitely get the sword out. Sorry, Aquarius, I just wanted to... All right, there we go. So, we know where Aquarius is sitting right now. What is crossing them? What is hindering them or in Aquarius's way? What does Aquarius need to get past? What does Aquarius need to get past? What is holding Aquarius back? Okay, Aquarius. So what's standing in your way, traditionally, is a sense of great emotional loss. I've lost something and I just can't get it back. It's just, I can't get it back. You know? And the character, the Mad Hatter in this card, as you can see, he's got his tea. He's got his goodies on the table. There's always a time issue, isn't there? Divine timing at play here. But it looks a little scattered. You know, we have a spilt cup of tea here. You know. And he looks pretty unsatisfied. You know. But the Five of Cups is feeling this sense of great loss, although there still remains some beauty. You know, there still remains some beauty. But it's almost like a nitpicking energy. I feel like, oh, you know, this isn't the brand of cream I usually use. Yeah. You know, it's not being able to see the bigger picture. And for Aquarius, the Five of Cups is an emotional loss, you know. So this isn't really your territory. You're not really, when you're feeling emotional pain, you know, you like to just shove it. You don't like to process it. You don't like to go there, you know. It's a lot. But you feel like you've lost something that you can just feel like maybe you can't get back. And it's really weighing you. It's really weighing you down. But I feel as though this isn't something you're ready to admit. You know, you're not wanting to budge. You're not wanting to back down. You know, you're not, you want to maintain the appearance, Aquarius, that nothing is bothering you. But deep down inside, you're feeling this sense of great loss and pain. That you've lost something and it cannot be got, you cannot get it back. But that's an illusion. It's an illusion. Because you can. You know, the Five of Cups says turn around and see, or shift your focus and see that there's still remaining. There's still things that are remaining that can be worked on. You know, don't get stuck in the act. You know, don't get stuck in the stubbornness. You know, because that can really stick us. That can really put us in a place where we're not able to grow. You know, it's very stifled energy. It's very boxed in energy. You know, let's know more. Let's get to more information. What is at the base of the matter here for Aquarius? What is at the base of the matter here for Aquarius? The Queen of Coins. Yeah. So again, we're touching on that value, right? Something that's very valuable to you. And it may be a person. A Queen of Coins. It may be a person that had very substantial value to you. Hell, it could be even some of your own values, some of your own worth, self-worth. Are you struggling with self-esteem issues right now, Aquarius? You know? The Queen of Pentacles is someone who knows the worth in herself and honors the worth in herself. She stands up for the worth in herself. You know? She knows her worth. I feel like maybe you lost a person that was very, very meant a lot to you, and you're acting like it's not a loss and it doesn't bother you, but it does deep down. The Five of Cups, you feel like this is a great loss to you, an emotional suffering loss that you're keeping internal in yourself, because Aquarius isn't an outwardly emotional type. I will admit, some Aquariuses and some air signs they can have some anxiety, you know, because their mental abilities, the mental runs and runs and runs. So they can have some of the anxiety issues. They can get up in their heads a lot. But this is wounding you not in your head. This is wounding you deep in your heart. And for Aquarius, I feel like that takes a lot. It takes something very profound to happen to do that to you, to make you feel a sense of such great loss, Or it's a situation on the flip side and again, this is a general, so I'm reading for thousands of people, hundreds of people, potentially. So it could, take the information and apply it into your own intuition as far as your own life. But I'm also seeing that it could be, again, a person that you feel you've lost and you can't get back. You've lost the value to that person. You feel like you've lost value to that person, And that's not a good feeling when you're emotionally invested. But either way, I feel like a stubborn energy coming from you. You're kind of sitting in a stubborn energy where, you don't... It's sort of like deflection game. Like, oh, that's their problem. I don't care. I could care less. But deep down inside, you do care. Let's see the other energy surrounding this Queen of Pentacles. Tell me more about this Queen of Pentacles energy that's at the base of the matter. Please elaborate on the Queen of Pentacles. Please elaborate on the Queen of Pentacles energy that's surrounding. Please elaborate the energy surrounding the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah. All right. So like I'm talking about, you're up in your head. Aquarius is up in their head. Okay. I think I'm touching on something for some of you when I'm saying about insecurities, and self-esteem. Have you lost value to yourself? Do you feel like you've lost something in yourself that you can't get back? And on the outside, I feel like you might be keeping yourself closed in this box, Like I can't do the things I used to do. I can't be the person I used to be. I've lost my value to myself. Or I've lost my value to someone else that I care a lot about. But for some reason, Aquarius, I almost feel like it is you've lost some sort of value to yourself, that you once looked at yourself in a certain way, and now you just don't view yourself the same, You're putting yourself in this anxiety box, the Eight of Swords. It's, I can't get out, I'm trapped. And it's all this mental insecurity. It's all this mental, the worst case scenarios going round and round and round in your head. You're just up in your head. And it's causing emotional pain, Aquarius. It is. It's causing your heart to feel sorrow. I just almost feel like, consequently, you feel like you've lost a part of yourself. But on the outside, you know, and you are in protective mode, you know, because this is very emotionally draining. We're talking about, you know, the swords energy. So once you get to the 8 and the 9 and the 10, this is emotional strife, struggle, pain. The 10 being the worst pain. The 8 being the start of really severe mental anguish. But with the 8, it's telling you that you're putting yourself in this mental space. Almost like you're worrying too much over, maybe over nothing. Maybe it's not as bad as you think, Aquarius, you know, that kind of message. Where you can easily take yourself out of this box by shifting the perspective, shifting your mental perspective, you know, that's what it takes. And then it's going to get you out of this 5 of Cups place where you're just emotionally suffering. And how hard is it to hide it, right? So, a lot of Aquariuses don't have a poker face, you know. So keeping up this facade is, you know, a little bit taxing, a little bit trying. It's difficult. But you're in total protective shelter mode, you know. It's not so much the hermit where, like, you're keeping yourself indoors and you're hiding yourself away and you're like, I don't want to see anybody. But it's like being very, very protective, and I almost feel like self-conscious, you know, like I'm being seen. I have to make sure that I want to project what I want people to see of me, and what I don't want people to see of me, they won't, and what I do want to project to the world is what I want them to see, you know. It's just being very reserved with yourself. And either you're being reserved with a person who you feel like you've lost or lost some integrity with, and it's really hurting you, or you're just all up in your head about yourself right now. You know? Let's see what else. What else is flanking this Queen of Pentacles? What is flanking this Queen of Pentacles? Okay, show me some more energy surrounding this Queen of Pentacles energy. Elaborate on this Queen. Major Arcana, the Chariot. Let me see if I can get it to focus. Because that's important, isn't it? There we go. So I feel like with the Chariot, this is traditionally a card of moving towards success, taking the initiative, you know. But also, the Chariot is about balancing your heart, your head. Because in the traditional Chariot, it is a chariot, you know, and it's 2 horses being controlled. One represents, you know, the heart, one represents the mind, one represents your good nature, one represents your animal nature. It's being able to control both of these personalities in yourself, both of these sides of yourself, to move forward with success. And this is an interesting depiction in this card. You know, it's like they're on this train and they're moving full speed, full steam ahead. They're going, and nothing's going to stop them now. They are on. Once you're on, you're on. And you at least have to go to the next stop. If not the full travel, if not the full ride, you at least have to stay on until the next stop, right? So I almost feel like it's a lack of control. It's a lack of control. Like I can't get myself out of this frame of thought. I can't get myself out, I can't get myself to where I used to be in my mind. But the message, the bigger message of the Chariot is being able to recognize where you need to control your emotions and your thoughts. And that's hard to do when you're all up in your head, right? And you're all feeling emotionally distraught. With the Five of Cups, everything's discomposed, spilt, Some people will say, don't cry over spilt milk with the Five of Cups, but I think a lot of readers are correct when they say that no, it's not just about spilled milk. It is in the moment you are feeling like grief, that this will never be the way it was. It will never be the same again. I've lost it. Yet, if you just recognize that you still have a cup full, that you still have a teapot full of tea, or, you still are able to get something back, or you're still able to move forward, where this is not going to crumble your entire existence. But in the moment, it feels like it is. And you're just up in your, I can't get past, I can't push fast. I'm on this train, it's fast moving my mind, and I almost feel like it's your mind racing. Racing. Racing thoughts in your mind, racing worries in your mind. But the message is to control, to find the happy medium between the head and the heart. You cannot move forward without addressing this crap, this crap that's going on inside your mind right now, your mind and your heart. You just feel like it'll never get better, Whatever it is, you feel a great sense of loss of things that were worth something to you in your life. Again, 7th house, it could be a person. Where is Aquarius coming from? Where is the major message as to where Aquarius is coming from? Where is Aquarius coming from? What is in Aquarius' past that has led them here? Okay. Ten of Wands. The message of the Ten of Wands is about taking on way too much. Way too much. Yeah. Way too much. And look at that. The knees are buckling. You're starting to slip. You're starting to drop. You're starting to drop a little of your accuracy. You're starting to show signs that you can't take much more. Your ability to handle some things in your life, which has led you to this stifled kind of space of the Four of Pentacles, which is, okay, I took on way more than I should have. I took on way more than I could handle. And with the Four of Pentacles, I can't take on anymore. I can't give anymore. I can't do anymore. There's no more fucks I can give. There's no more shit that I can do. I've reached the amount of mental capacity to put up with this shit. I can only give so much of what I am. I have worth and value. And, I put my worth and value. Into this situation, and I took on way too much, and it overburdened me, and it put me in a very stifled position where I'm unable to give anymore. And emotionally, at the top of it all, I'm feeling great sorrow and loss. I did all I could do. I feel like I did all I could do in the past. And perhaps, if it wasn't good enough, then I guess you're just not going to get any more from me, right? Because I'm all up in my head about it. And I'm stewing about it, and I'm worrying about it. And I don't want to feel this way anymore. And I feel like I'm on a ride that I don't want to be on anymore. You know, it's moving too fast for me. I've taken on too much. And I almost feel like you're being taken to a place or in a direction that maybe you didn't choose for yourself. And you're just like, oh, this isn't really what I wanted. This isn't really where I wanted to go. You know. And the mosquito, right? It's a bloodsucker. So I feel like it's sucking you in. Sucking you into something. Sucking your worth into something. And it's just you're just being driven crazy. With this Eight of Swords at the base of, influencing the base of the matter. You have worth and talent. Are you questioning that worth and talent, Aquarius? Are you starting to question it? Because of the Ten of Wands and the Eight of Swords? Energy from the, influencing the past? Oh, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can do this. I don't think I can do this. It's that energy of, very shaky energy. I can't hold this up anymore. I can't hold this up. I can't hold it up physically, and I can't hold it up mentally. And right now you're just in this space of, well, I'm just not going to do, I'm just going to hang back and not do anything. Because I feel like my worth is on the line. And I've experienced great loss. And I don't want to lose any more. I don't want to lose any more of my time. I don't want to lose any more of my effort. I don't want to lose any more of my sanity. Because the Eight of Wands, it's starting to almost lose your sanity over something. I'm just being driven completely crazy. And with the Chariot influencing, it's going to be influencing your future position. The energy. It's telling me that you can move out of this. You have to take control. You have to take control and not sit back with the Four of Coins. Don't sit back with the Four of Coins and let the situation, just because you feel like I can't. Because in the past you felt like, well, I've taken on too much and I can't do much about the situation. It just causes me too much stress. I can't. But the Chariot says you can be victorious. You absolutely can be. Moving forward into victory. So where is Aquarius going through this blue moon portal? Where is Aquarius going? Where is Aquarius going? Great Hermes, the messenger, tell me the messages to get to Aquarius. Where is Aquarius going? Where is Aquarius going? Future position for Aquarius. Blue moon. Messages. Well, my darling, look at you. The star. In the future position, the star. Very good news, Aquarius. I'm very happy for you. Because the star is the card of hope and healing. This is the card right after the tower, where the tower is struck by lightning and it falls apart and the structure crumbles and everything you thought you knew is just dust. Right? And the star comes after that saying, not all is lost. I'm here to bring you hope and healing and inspiration for the future and peace and love. And this is, universal healing energy from your ancestors, from those who's crossed over. This is support. You have support coming in. You have love coming in. You have abundance coming in. You are the star, Aquarius. You literally, that is your card. You're stepping through this portal. And I honestly think you're going to leave this crap behind. You're going to move past it. With the Chariot, you're moving, and these are both major cards. So moving through this portal is going to be a major shift in your life. You're moving to victory. You're moving to reconciliation. You're moving into healing. If you've lost part of yourself, if you've lost part of your worth. Hi Aquarius, so sorry about that cutting off. Please forgive me. I'm just starting out and I'm having so many technical difficulties with learning how to do these great videos, like these other amazing tarot readers on here that I admire so much and love so much, and it's a lot of work. So anyway, let's get back to your reading. I don't want to break the vibe we've got going. So the star and the Chariot and the future energy. So we've got, the base of the Chariot influencing the base of the matter. So you're on your way, this movement towards healing, basically, where the star is. This is you, you're moving towards healing yourself. You're moving towards healing this Eight of Swords energy that you have right here. That's you're weighed down by. You're weighed down by either your insecurities, or you're weighed down by your fears, in the sense of this emotional lack. I can't push through this. I'm not good enough. I can't handle all of this stress. I can't handle all this worry. I can't handle all of this. And this sense of this deep down sense of emotional lack and loss, something that you feel was part of your self-being, part of your worth, part of who you were. And the Four of Pentacles, with the Queen, that energy, I can't give anymore. I don't have it in me to give anymore. I'm just sort of stuck and stagnant in this place. I'm not really moving forward. I'm just kind of afraid to move forward. I'm just going to stay here right now because it's comfortable. I'm not going to make any moves. The star and the Chariot in the future says you are moving towards healing and success. You are moving towards that, and you are going to have that on the other side of this portal through this blue moon energy. You are going to let go of this sense of lack and loss. You are going to drop the burdens that you have. You are going to be healed. You're moving into the healing, Aquarius, okay? I know it seems like right now the sense of lack and loss, and a sense of, I'm never going to get that back. I can't, it won't. All these negative things we're telling ourselves, it can't happen, it won't happen. I can't do it, Whatever the situation is, Aquarius, let go of this stifling energy. You're keeping yourself in this box, You don't want to move out of this, This mental stagnancy and the physical stagnancy. Well, okay, I'm not moving any forward. I'm not moving forward with this. I'm not going to, get out of my protective mode. I want to pull one more card on this star. What healing is bringing in? What is this star energy bringing in? What is this hope and faith and renewal? What is this sense of renewal that Aquarius is going to be experiencing? And it is a renewal. Okay. We have the Four of Cups with the Four of Coins, okay? So it's very important to keep in mind not to box yourself in discontent, Aquarius. What you're going to be healing, because you have the Four of Cups and then the Five of Cups, which is in your way. So the Four of Cups is this feeling of lack. Again, another theme of lack. Emotional contentment. You know, it's boredom. It's taking a look at your circumstances and saying, I don't like the way this is. I don't like the way this feels. You know, I need to make a move to change that. And that's what you're going to be doing. You're going to be taking a look at you're going to be taking an emotional look, you know, at what's going on. And sort of get out of your head a little bit and start to feel a little more, you know. Healing this sense of boredom and the sense that things can't change. Yes, they can. Yes, they can. And they're moving in that direction. They're moving towards reconciliation and healing. So if this is somebody, you're moving out of this boredom stagnancy. You're moving out of this feeling. Like, oh, I guess things just don't feel the same. There's going to be healing of that energy. A renewal. You know, you're going to get your sense back. Your sense of emotion back in this situation. You're going to be letting go. That's how I feel. And the universe is going to be helping you do that. Definitely. So Aquarius, let's get a spiritual message from our energy oracle cards. Blue Moon. Blue Moon messages for Aquarius, January 31st, 2018. Universe, give me messages regarding Aquarius and what they need to know. The higher spirit message. Mercury, great mind, deliver me the communication I need to give. Okay. The universe wants you to know that there are other ways out, other possibilities, adjacent possibilities. There is a way. I know you don't think there's a way, you know, to drop these burdens from the past, you know, these mental burdens, but there is, okay? Like I said, there's a way. Healing is coming. You're on your way. You're traveling to the healing energy, the renewal energy, the sense of hope again. This is not hope. This is not hope. This is not hope. These are not good feelings. This is getting stuck in your head that there is no hope left, that there is no change coming. And quite the contrary. Quite the contrary, the Star and the Chariot card. It's a movement towards healing. You're moving in that direction, okay? It's coming to you. Let's see, let's read. Number 24. I opened right to it. That's great. Okay. Many unconsidered options, Aquarius. Sometimes the force of habit keeps you stuck and unaware of potentially healthier and happier choices. Yep, absolutely. Yet every moment gives you the option to open a different door and take a different course. Okay? It's coming together, right? Whether it's in your... This is amazing. Let me start over because I just love this synchronicity of this. Yet every movement gives you the option to open a different door and take a different course, whether it's in your thoughts, behaviors, or major life decisions. Unlike the indecision card, which indicates confusion about which course to take, the adjacent possibilities card is here to tell you that you have many, many options, and it's time to take a wider look at things As you consider the many life choices available, you'll feel more and more empowered and motivated to make the decisions that bring happiness, strength, and forward motion, right? Happiness, strength, and forward motion. It's coming to you. You're on your way. In terms of your goals, this card could indicate unknown and previously unconsidered ideas. Perhaps there's a marketing tool you haven't thought of, a connection you haven't tapped, or even an entirely different direction that would be more suited to you. Be conscious, be aware, and be flexible and willing to take new and different action now. Get out of your head, Aquarius. Get out of the burdensome things that you think and feel, all the worst case scenarios, all the crap that you're feeding yourself that's giving you stress and anxiety. Don't do it. Don't do it. You've got the healing. You're moving into it full speed ahead. Let me put it to you this way, Aquarius. I think that you're blocking yourself, okay, subconsciously with this, and you're shielding yourself, your value, you're protecting yourself from great emotional loss. But whether you like it or not, you are being put on this train and you are being moved towards the star energy, the healing of the past, the hope, the rejuvenation, the renewal. The peace and the happiness is this temporary crap is getting sorted out in the future, whether you like it or not, whether you want to subconsciously let go of it or not. It's leaving you. It's leaving you. The star is coming, okay? You are the star. You're walking through this portal with your integrity and yourself intact. And you're leaving behind this crap that's just been weighing you down, this emotional anxiety, all the negative, terrible things you tell yourself, possibly daily, or tell yourself that you can't do or you can't have, you can't be. That this will never end, and I'm always going to be up against this emotional sense of loss, loss and unhappiness. Sorry for the camera. But you get the point, right, Aquarius? Going through this blue moon portal, you know what's burdening you. You know what you're telling yourself. You know what your mind is doing to itself. You know the worries and the fears that you have. You also know the self-value that you have. At least you once did, And I feel like you want to protect what's left of that, because you've lost. You've experienced emotional loss. Maybe even a part of yourself, something that was a part of you that you feel you've lost and you can't get back, But the star is here to tell you, with the Chariot combo, that you are moving full steam ahead, whether you like it or not, into letting this crap go once and for all and getting out of this blocky box, that you've assigned yourself to, that you can't get out of. Don't worry, Aquarius. You're on your way. The universe has your back. And so do I. And with that, I'd like to say thank you, and I hope that you subscribe, like, share, and come back if this has resonated with you. And, Invocation of Salem, we're going to have a lot of fun, so stick with us and come back, okay, Aquarius? I love you, and get through this. I know you can. You're strong. You're strong. Bye-bye.